Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and a welcome to issue 1 of building the Batmobile from 1966, the TV series, the first real-life Batmobile ever. So this is the start of a new series. So as ever with a new series, we get the introductory magazine to tell us about what's going on, what's going to be happening, what's the features and functions and things of the model, as well as looking at what's going to be in the magazine. So let's start with that, looking at the 1966 Batmobile from the classic live-action TV series. There we go, information about that. In the magazines, we are going to have an extraordinary editorial work, apparently, about the TV show, about the Batman, obviously, generally the Batman, obviously how to build whatever parts you receive in that issue. And the great Batman comics are featured in there as well. So it's going to be lots of stuff. There's probably going to be some overlap, obviously, between this and the Tumblr magazines. But they'll be different. They're made by different companies. So, yeah, there's going to be lots of interesting stuff in here all the same. So that is that in there. What have we got on the back here? We've got, when you subscribe, obviously, Fanhome, the people that are providing this. If you subscribe, or when you subscribe, because that's the only way you get it. They're not appearing in newsagents. Exclusive gifts, you get some posters, mug, cap, and the Batmobile license plate. Now, the license plate, I'm sure, is correct, but it's not quite the same as the X01 or the Out of Time. It's fairly generic. I'm sure 2F3567 is correct, but apart from saying, Gotham 1966 across the bottom, it doesn't say Batman to me. Nothing about that. If you're a proper fan collector type person, then you'll probably know that is the number plate for the car, but I didn't. So yeah, it's a little bit not disappointing, because it's lovely to have, but yeah, it's not quite what you'd expect. So there we have that. Let's open up the next page, and then we get to see. This is, I believe, life size. 71.4 centimeters, 28.1 inches. That's not life size. That's smaller than life size. It's bigger than that in the real world. 70 centimeters. Let's grab a rule and we'll have a look. I have a 30 centimeter rule here, which is yeah, that's 30. So that's, yeah, it's bigger than that. Is the finished model will be larger than that and quite nice, but it tells us what we're going to be getting into it. There we go, with details, length, width, and height. Metal and ABS, same as all of these kits are. We have the bat scope, which pops up and rotates. Detailed dashboard, obviously, as featured. Steering wheel, that's the steering. Emergency turn lever, reversing the direction of the car. I'm sure it's used, but I don't remember that. The bat phone, yeah, I remember that being used. Fire extinguisher, trunk opens to reveal the mobile crime computer. We also have working lights, which are operated by a remote, as is the afterburner. Lights and sounds for that, I believe. And a detailed engine. So, yeah, the other opening part of this gives us a nice poster of the Batmobile in its entirety. Nice. It is an iconic car. It's lovely. It's even got bats on the caps. If you didn't notice that it was Batman's car. So yes, that is the overview of the artwork. As we said, in each issue you'll be getting some parts, obviously, and a magazine. This is magazine number the 1st. So in there we will have Riddle, the Riddler. They're going to be featuring, obviously, the TV show. This is obviously featuring the Riddler. From that, obviously, there's several iconic villains that are going to be featured. But yeah, reading all about that. The Dark Knight Returns on the comics. obviously about the origins, Detective Comics, where he started. I didn't realise, but Detective Comics is what DC Comics got their name from. DC. It's Detective Comics. So yeah, I only found that out fairly recently. There we go. Looking at the Batman in Detective Comics. There we go. Feel free to pause and read all of these at your leisure. A page from history there. And the car parts. In this first issue, we've got the hood, the bonnet, screwdriver, and the backbone. So we shall be doing a little bit with that. There's not much to do with that. We've got to put the inner lining on, and I'll put the foam together. So we'll have a look at those momentarily. And then the result, we've got obviously the backbone and the hood ready for more things to happen. And that's that. All right. So without further ado, let's clear this out of the way. We'll have a look at the parts and go from there. As ever, these parts initially come on a cardboard backing in bubble wrap. Eventually, they'd obviously stop putting them in these big packets and put them in smaller packages that are easier to distribute and deal with. But this is what we got to begin with. Screwdriver, which is not great, but does the job if you haven't got something alternative. The bat phone, some screws, and the main hood piece, which is quite nicely shaped. So let me rip this open and we'll have a good look at them. Yes, here we have it. So we've got the bat phone, obviously one piece molded and with an actual cable. We'll do that afterwards because first of all it tells us to put the hood and the inner liner on there. This is nicely painted. It's obviously nice and shiny. Red detail around the edges. And quite an iconic shape already, even without anything else. There we go. So this is being fitted onto there. We've got 10 screws to put in to do that. There's 2 across the front, 2 across the back, and 3 along each side. We've got a packet of screws which are labelled AM because that's what these are. So we need to get out 10 of those. I'm not going to film doing all of this because watching me put in lots of screws is probably war crime of some description because it's just nothing to really write home about. But yeah, basically these screws go in here and we'll just hold that plastic liner to the metal outside bit. Now I will put them all on and make sure they're all nice and tight before I pack the parts away. I can't get that one in. See, I'm already having trouble and I'm not even doing it live really. It is there. There we go. Yep. So that's starting to put that together. I shall get the others 1, 2, 3 down each side, and obviously these 4 on the outside. That will be that. The other part that we have today is the phone, which just has this base piece that just pops in place. No screws involved on that. That just holds that together. And then that will be fitted to the dashboard at a later date. Oh, that is does move on the top there. So yeah, there we have that. And that is the first issue completed. The next issue is in the same package, so I have that. We've got the first wheel, the first tyre to put together. So join me for that very soon. But for now, that's the start. That's the first look at Batman. Do let me know in the comments if you're interested in liking the build and looking forward to more of it. And I shall see you for more. Well, if you want it more, if you want more, I'll put more up. If you don't want it, don't watch it. But I'll certainly be making more of this as time goes by. So thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the channel, do like and subscribe and all that. If you even want to become a channel member, then that is available for you too. So thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.